Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. Sorry, sorry. Oh, sorry. But again, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best in the business. I am so sorry. I had some technical difficulty. We started a little late. I am apologize for it. I really apologize for it. And let's get this going. Alice Haran, what's good? My LDBC brother, what's going on? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. If you hear me, press one. I apologize. The title today is Republican. We take a one view away. I don't understand why. The Republicans will be in charge all branches of government 2025. I want to get your view on that family. Um We'll get these announcements off the way. Shout out to my underrated one family, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. Thank y'all. My day ones along the way. Let's keep on fighting for the truth and be together. Very, very important. So I want to thank y'all throughout the years. Let's keep on pressing. Let's keep on pressing for the truth. The truth, not my truth, like your truth, but the truth. All right. Let's be a better and let's strive to be a better you and the better for each other. All right. Thank you. Also, shout out to No Duck Zone Podcast. McLean Productions. That's for my brother, brother Clarence McLean. No Duck Zone Podcast and McLean Productions. Shout out to brother McLean. His wife Tiffany, significant one. Keep on the fine work and the ones who've been part of that for a while, for minutes. Thank y'all. Y'all keep it up. All right. Shout out to hashtag TWT family. Brother G5, his significant one since Kukri Hay created it. And there it is, a beautiful movement. Shout out to them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Also, shout out to Mighty LBC. That stands for Lions Den Box Community, also basketball community. Shout out to brother 7 8 Sports, better known as the General. Thanks for having me to be part of the LDBC throughout the years, and I still rolling with them LDBC all day. And also shout out to brother Town Biz. He had introduced me to the LDBC years ago. So shout out to brother Town Biz. And all right, so shout out. All right. Thank you. Okay, now get back to the swing of things. Again, the title is Republicans will be in charge all branches of government 2025. Oh, sorry. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Now, and matter of fact, I'm going to put the link. I usually don't do it, but I'll put the link in the chat. So if you want to get on, they can get on. If you can hit me, Alice, around, press one. Y'all can hear me, press one. Get this out the way. So, well, I would say this that there's a lot to blame and go around. There are some odd people have voted for Trump. There are some that voted for Kamala Harris. And there are some, they always said they stay home, but there are quite a few of them had voted independent. Like I voted independent because I feel it under me. So, but since I think that should be more talked about, maybe I probably talk about that probably sometime next year. But I did a live a while back that the Democrats have to be bullied for right. They got bullied for do what's right. And it goes to show they still do not have to fight. And it's sad because you got quite a few of them, our people who died with the Democratic Party. And also you got quite a few that will get the Republican few, but you ain't for it. Y'all bring up these certain issues and it's stuck instead of branch out of other issues. And there's a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion that really went to that election. There are marriages is breaking up, their relationships is breaking up. There are even family members that's not talking right now. Because they always say, "Oh yeah, you good because you did because you voted for Trump." But there are even some that are even voted for Kamala Harris. They don't want to talk. You know, and it's sad. Like I said before, I was telling y'all know what I'm saying. I was telling people outside, the election is gonna break or gonna break or cause a division of our people. I said it, and I said, don't let it happen. Work through it and be as a family. And I have, that there will be some of our people. They ain't gonna like what I said. I understand there are some people do not like the vote for Trump. I get it. And people can say all they want. Some of our people can say all they want to. That's you choose. That's you choose. And I know there are some do not want to vote for Kamala Harris. I understand that too. I get it. I understand. But it has to be a common ground that us as the people we gotta work. We gotta work among each other. We gotta fence these relationships that we have. Okay. Okay, they vote differently because stuff like that. Okay, how are we going to mend it and be together? Because the Republicans got all branches of government. Okay, there are still even some say that they still wait for the House. Okay, give and take. Okay, but again, I ain't all about both parties. Y'all can do what you want. I'm not. But if I was a Democrat, you know, midterms coming up in 2026. Better make your move right now and get the Senate and even get the House. And so, are y'all gonna be bullied for rights? You gonna get it together? Because people could talk all they want to. And I know there are some blacks that go, "Oh, what you think about Trump and this and that?" Okay, I can understand that, but it's gonna be something to deal with. Like I always said, everybody else catch a cold, but us as of African descent in this country, we catch the flu. And I'm telling you, we gonna catch, we gonna get COVID 2.0. We gonna get COVID 2.0. Now I ain't talking about the sickness. I'm talking about the treatment. We get it 2.0. And I know it's gonna be some of our people. I don't care. I want to get my money regardless. Okay. No, you just saying that because of Trump. Or I know Trump. And even like when we still under Biden and Kamala Harris administration, catching hell too. Going to do it too. So we better understand what's at stake and take the emotions out. Okay? We listen. Sometimes we listen to some grown folks that are toxic. Okay? We do. We listen to some older people that are toxic. Oh, you need to go for this, go for that. But they fail to understand. Yeah, they never tell you about the history that our people had to deal with of voting. And like brother Roland Martin, he was saying, like, I'm not a really big fan of Roland Martin, but I listen to what he's saying. But he did say that that the younger kids, younger black men, y'all gotta fight. You see for what it is, because there are some like, oh, I don't know, make a difference. Yeah, you better understand. And young Latinos that voted for Trump, oh, there's some that have been deported already. So we better understand everything and state. We better understand that we gotta have these communications. We better understand that I always says, and I say it again, that we need our own power as us of African descent. But how many of us who's willing to make that sacrifice can have it? Now, there's going to be people that's going to say things, they're going to try and twist it around what I'm saying. But hey, y'all go right ahead and twist it around if you want to. There are certain programs that's they're gonna take away. Now people go and talk what they want to, but what about Democrats? What about it? My brother CER in the building? If you can hear me, press one, brother. If you can hear me, press one. You know. What about our family? What about the district your kids go to school at? What about the malls and other stores that we needed to make sure the money keep in our community? What's happening going to be that? Really? That's something. You should come up and tell us about that if you can. I wish they fight. Like I said, brother CEO, I think you was in that chat that I did a live about. Democrats got to learn to bully for rights, because the way people could talk about Republicans all they want to, Republicans they fight. If they wrong, they fight. They gonna do what they can to get what they want. These are facts. What I'm saying. You can hear me, brother CEO. Press one. Because the way I look at the Republicans they start Civil War. So what so yeah. They'll fight. They don't want to fight. I'm saying nah. But see, the only one, if you remember, brother CER, the only one that was fighting when Clinton was in office. Thank you. Yeah, press one. When Clinton was in office, that's when I see them. The Democrat fought. And they had to, and we can say what we want to. The Democrat, they had thugs in there. We gonna push this. And even when Clinton was in, I think one of those times, I think Republicans, they had the office, they had the House. Clinton was still pushing. No, no, we gonna go to you. And they need that mindset. Clinton, and I mean the Democrats that they had, they were okay. They was hitting them. And Republicans said, "Whoa, you know what I'm saying?" And then all of a sudden they told Clinton did this, Clinton do that. Get Kelly Ray, how you doing? Want to come up? Please come up. I'm just saying. Because there are quite a few people would love to fight what's wrong. But very suddenly there's some of us that fight do know what's right. And sometimes when you do what's right, sometimes you fight what's right, you gotta get dirty. And that's what the Clintons did. People could talk all they want to. That's what they did. And you was on Republican. All right, be quiet. But again, to going into 2000, early 2000s, the Republicans punk out the Democrats again. Yeah. Yeah, and also we cannot forget about when Clinton became president. You know, he signed that bill back in 1994. We ain't gonna let him off the hook either, no. But I ain't talking about that. But we talking about how he pushed it. They had Democrats all across the country. They had a conservative Democrat. They had a liberal Democrat. They had a progressive Democrat. They covered all bases. They said, "No, we gonna run for this." Mm. It won't surprise me, Kelly. A good afternoon, good afternoon, Sister Kelly. How you doing? Welcome. But see, these are things I've been talking like this for years. So we have to understand that the way how the map of electoral comes, rural America always red anyway. You know how they feel. And I know it's gonna be some people who ain't gonna like what I said. They don't care to mingle with other people. If you know what I mean. They like to put up their Confederate flags. They like to put up other hatred stuff. Yeah, come on up. If you need a hold, let me get the link. So we gotta understand here. We gotta understand this. The history of this USA. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Hold on. So when people talking about, oh, what about Trump? What about him? Oh, what about Kamala? What about it? And the way how a Latino turned up and voted for Trump, I'm gonna tell y'all need to be quiet. The cat is out the bag now. I've been saying this for years anyway. The Latino do not want to work with people us and African descent anyway. This been going on for a long time. They just there for the ride. And you turn, suddenly you want to vote for Trump. Okay, that see how far that's. Oh yeah, Sister Kelly. Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I haven't tried any of these apps in a long time, so.
Yeah, you got up nice.
Okay, cool. So, I heard what you were saying, and me being a person who kind of enjoys the idea of bipartisan, right?
Hmm.
You know, this could be all the way bad or it could be all the way good. We're kind of crap shooting on it, right?
If
I
you
mean,
say so.
America kind of spoke loud, and it is what it is. I guess we'll see. Of course, I have expectations, but that don't mean anything.
Yeah, but maybe you see America a certain way. I different. I see. I don't see America like that. I just don't. I don't see America like that. I
Okay,
just don't.
give me how you see it.
Am- America, USA, always talking about they want people to be together, and they not. They
You mean
always divided of
okay?
anything.
Anything? So
Bipartisan. What bipartisan means to for me? That I still walk in the street and cops stop me. What's bipartisan get for me that I'm still my people to get this franchise on anybody of human of humanity that stands for us right and get this franchise. So what's bipartisan? I appreciate what you're saying. It should be that way. I'm glad that you feel that way, but for me, not other people don't feel that way because it's not.
right, I hear
It's
what you're
not.
I hear what you're saying, and the more I learn, because I would say 5 years ago I was pretty much politically illiterate, right? Um, but these people, your rep, and you got a lot of them, technically work for you, are supposed to essentially work in your best interest. Do they do it? No, I wouldn't say they do. You know, Y- when this first started, people weren't paid for those positions, right? They did it as a civil duty. And the game has changed a lot. So are we trading out one oligarch for another? Highly likely. Um, I don't put that much faith in man. Did I vote for it? Absolutely. Because like everybody else, I want change, right? Tired of the same old shit and something's gotta give. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be the way we perceive it to be, you know? And
Okay.
I would tell everybody to get involved locally. That's what I'm getting to. If you can be an alderman, if you can get involved in the city council, whatever you can do, local is going to be your best bet at your benefit.
I agree. But again, understand what I'm saying. Yeah, Jay said saying stuff every 2 4 years, nothing has changed. So this was what I'm saying for the local government all the way up to the national. When are we going to be part of that table? And that's what some people, some ones in some in America fail to understand that. You know,
No, I get it. Let me tell you, I totally understand, JT. I mean, I don't know because I'm not you, but the most understanding I could have, I feel like I have, right? Being in, I'm going to use this city as an example, Milwaukee. I've been here for what, 4 or 5 years. I'm a
right?
Wisconsin. I'm not from here.
Okay.
I'm from Madison, which Madison is actually labeled like one of the happiest cities to live in. And I agree. And it's blue. But anyway, that's another story. Um, Milwaukee has a very high black population. Believe over 80%, if I last time I checked. The schools are shit. The people that live in the community don't run the businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it made me curious. Like, I want to find out why, what happened. So I went, talked to a few of the elders, like, wait a minute, why all these red dots on everything, right? In your community. And they basically explained that, these were black owned businesses and they went into tax default. And they ended up, basically, everybody ended up selling. Now, there are still a couple, but you have to go out of your way and probably pay a little bit more to shop with them, which, in my opinion, it'd be worth it, right? Because you want to spend your money with the people in your community, right? So I would say that this city right here has been absolutely disenfranchised and treated like shit. The taxes from here will go to Dane County, which is Madison, to benefit them so it can look cute. They don't give a shit about the crime, people offing each other. They don't care about any of that. As long as it stays in the contained area and doesn't flood out to their precious suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in agreement to where I see the problem, right? I don't know how to fix it. It's going to take multiple people to do it, but where there's a will, there's a way, but people have to be willing. That's a hard part.
Understand, understand, Cable. Understand what I'm saying. I'm talking as a human being now, right?
Okay.
There are some people who are willing throughout the years, and it's not about complaining. You ask. I mean, not talking about you. We're talking
Right,
about
right. I get
America.
it. Yep.
America, you told us to be part of the process, part of the solution. There are people actually done it,
Yeah.
and then also look what they get. So, see, I vote independent. I'm happy that I vote independent. I already know I'm gonna vote independent anyway. And
But
so,
okay, go
so
ahead.
I,
Sorry.
that no, that's all right, no problem, no problem. So for me, I'm like this, and because now I'm going back us as a people and as a human being too. Now, number what I put as this human being that that fought, that had that bill, had that voting bill back in 1964 and other changes. But at the same time, when I was coming up, I'm 58, so I could say this: racism was always going to be here, never going to leave. Then you got other faces, you got other stuff was happening when I had to deal with when I was very little. I had to grow up a little fast. I see things was going on. I mentioned it. We talk, Cal. We know each other for years, so you've been on my panel,
Yep.
and we talk about some things. So I don't want what I'm talking about. I just want people to understand from the outside. We always trying to find solutions here. It doesn't mean what races that you in and stuff like that. But now, and see, I could talk about Trump because I was born and raised in New York. I really know how he operates. When I see, I've been in Virginia, said going on maybe 14 years, 13, 14 years. I did 2012. Been going on 13. I'm sorry, going on 13 years. I was telling people even back then, I said, yo, you don't know Trump, like I know him. You better be
Yeah,
careful.
enlighten me. Enlighten me. I've read his I've read The Art of the Deal. I've read a lot on him. I don't know him. You tell me.
Trump had all his family part of the KKK, his father part of the KKK movement. All right. Trump always had money. Trump had skipped the Vietnam War. Right? He said he didn't fight. He fled. Right? This is the same one. If you I know you heard about the Central Park jogger case, right? That these men, these young men at that time, that he put out.
He
He
put out
put
the news
out
article
put out
ad.
the news
Yeah.
report told him that yeah right death penalty.
But
Find
my,
out that they was exonerated, right?
yeah.
And also back in the 70s, he discriminated. They said especially like people of color, but mostly um African descent from housing.
Yep. I've watched that. I've seen something about that.
And also he was a registered Democrat.
I am still today. I've
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, I know you, but he was. But see, this is what I'm saying. Now all of a sudden you switching up and everything. You want to, oh yeah, I want the Democrat. So for me, then he's the first one that I don't care about Obama myself. So, but that we might talk about it, might not. I don't. Well, anyway, he the one started the birther movement. So this the way I look at it, like this, like the old people said, like if the zebra has stripes, it has stripes.
Well,
But see,
okay.
y'all don't want to pay attention to that.
No,
And
no.
people said I had actual hatred. I don't have no hatred of Trump. But this the go ahead, go ahead. I can finish talk about Trump. You go. What you were saying, sis?
No, I don't mean to cut you off. Look, man is gonna fail every time. We're not perfect, okay?
I get what you're saying.
And Trump, clearly I can't relate to him because I didn't grow up like that. And I'm tired of politicians talking about middle class. Fuck you. Let's talk about poverty. You know, like this whole quote unquote middle class. You can miss me with that. And it's disingenuous.
Hey, how many people would have had that, Kelly? Me and you could have that conversation. We've been talking a long time talking poverty. But see, like again, we were talking about the middle class, but what about poverty? What about people coming up? And I'm just saying that.
I think George Carlin said it best, right?
Yeah,
It's a big fucking club and we ain't in it.
of course.
Like what else is there? That's why I said it's like trading out one oligarch for another one. Like we're lining up Vance, who I really don't even trust. Vivek, Elon, like yeah, it sounds good, but would I put my faith in these people? I don't know about
Like,
that one.
like for me, right? People actually say, "Do you have faith and everything?" I said, "I believe in God. I don't have no faith." I said that. I said, "I don't worship man or woman. I don't do that. That's that. I ain't from that cloth. I'm not." But we
Yeah,
have to understand these men and women, because we got to put women in too. These men and women we put in office because we have to understand this. And now people don't like when I said, but Kelly, Sister Kelly, you know what I'm saying. But we still the USA has spoken. Rural America has spoken. Wherever man they with, they vote with them,
but look,
and
there's
we
three
gotta understand that.
there's three things that took Americans to them polls: economy, border, and well, I guess that goes with that their pocketbook. But people get tired of the bureaucrats, right? Like you get tired of the bullshit, and you feel like I guess you could call it another team is going to be better for you. Doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be true though.
Yeah, but I look at the map. Most of the red deal with white people. We gotta understand that these white and over 51% of white women had voted for Trump. Latino had voted for Trump. There are some of us as a people had voted for Trump, but ain't that many. But really, Latino and white women had brought this home for Trump. And already there are people getting deported back, Latino. And he's not even in office yet.
Okay, well, look at it this way.
So what's that tell you?
It tells me a lot. If Latinos came out and voted like that, they know their
They did.
people better than we know them. So if they want them out, what does that tell you? I'm just
That,
saying, think about
that
it.
man. Yeah,
They
yeah.
know who we're dealing with better than we do. And if they want them gone, why shouldn't we? Yeah, I mean, you ever thought of it like that?
Well, who gone? You mean the Tinos? I mean,
I'm saying like the illegals that have came here. If Latinos have initially fled their home countries and came here for the quote unquote American dream, and they come into this voting season this heavy and say, hell no, get them out of here, right? They know them better than we do. We're not talking about, the average corner black gang, right? Because they move completely different. When it comes to, like they got a target. Yes, things go bad. I'm not putting on a cape for gangs and all that, but I'm saying a cartel and a gang are day and night. That's something America isn't used to.
well, they get used to it. That's the thing about it. They get this malicious. I always say this and I say it again. This USA, instead of terrorism around the world, I understand that they need to have a bill that stamp had domestic terrorism, but they don't want to because they getting up top. Y'all
What do you
talking
mean?
about y'all, huh?
What do you mean?
They getting up to they get, all these games, all these militias be happening throughout for decades. I
True.
know people. I listen. I want to raise New York. I knew people that quote unquote that live in that be in the dark. They showed me. Look at they left. They left guns. They left guns in that train, freight train. Look what they leave that box. That's drugs. What they going to take? They other people going to take it and set them up. They don't even know they set them up.
Oh yeah, they lined them up in Chicago like that too. They were leaving the guns and crates in the alley.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, but see, I do it already because when I was little, I seen that. I used to see. I hear you. Thanks for showing the eagle for hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. I even see that even apartment buildings leave stuff.
I mean,
When I was a little boy,
yeah, yeah.
and to come in a certain dog car, leaving in there. Come on, in projects, leaving and stuff like that. But see, when I say stuff like that, oh, you racist? Ain't no racist. I'd seen it myself.
Oh
Even
yeah.
some look like me. Work for the government was doing it.
Oh, there's always gonna be corruption. You know, I don't even know how you would ever get rid of that.
That's what I'm
It,
saying. So this is what I'm saying. Like you want to crack that to the United States want to crack the other gangs and stuff, but the real one they don't want to touch.
well, I'll give you. It's interesting to me, right? When they focus on fentanyl, Mexico. Why don't talk about China? Why they don't fucking talk about China?
They get money from China. Do you know how much money? You know how much billions of dollars that this country owe China. But China could bring their goods. It's not good. But what's over the USA? And then Trump talking about the terrorists. Listen? Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should do another live about terrorists. What Trump talking about? Cause then you think about Russia. You remember the cyber, right? Because you talk about your channel,
Well,
the
but
cyber attacks.
yeah, but look at it this way. Why the man ain't even got the slot yet, And why does everybody want to come to the table and calling for peace now? Ain't even in the chair. And they're all reaching out like, oh, we respect America's decision. We want peace now. Why did that
So
happen?
what? Yeah.
Why Hamas don't want no more smoke? Why Putin is ready to sit? Well, he's been ready, but America has fucked him over multiple times. But that's a story for another day. Um, Zelensky congratulated him. Why everybody wants peace now? But we've been fighting a war for what? February of 22.
Look, and I know people want to talk about Hamas, well and good, but Israel ain't no better.
Oh, I know. I don't like that. I don't like that either. I don't like
Took the
the. Uh,
Palestinians. I don't even care about Palestinians. The way how they treated us as African descent in that country too. The Muslim, but that's another story. I might have to really might do that. It's gonna piss somebody off, but it is. But this USA had gave Israel money since 1948.
and that'll never stop because it doesn't matter. Democrat, Republican, they all have allegiance to them. And like I said, I don't like it either. But look up how many of these people have dual citizenship. It's crazy.
Yeah. But see, the sad thing about it, you got people come in this country, right? Illegally, right? Then if you ask them, oh, you had people coming in, but they called them criminals. So who are you?
Well, that's the name of the game. You
Who
talked
are
about it.
you?
You talked about a chair at the table, right? No, you got to take your chair. Look at all these. Look at all these people like what was her name? Henyard. Tiffany Henyard out of Illinois.
Yeah.
She gets a nice little slot. What does she do? Starts spending like crazy. Here, over 19 million missing from from the public school. Like, where's the money? Millions missing from the housing. Nobody bats an eye. Like, I'd do it for free. I wouldn't mind going in there and helping with an audit. I want to know where the money's at because the last people I want hurt is the kids and the elderly, the people who really need it, right? The people who really need the help. So none of these people give a shit. They want to line their own pockets first. And it's really about getting caught. Let's be honest,
Let
because
me
they
read
get
this.
away with it.
Yeah.
They clearly
Yeah.
they get away with it.
Yeah. It's real sad. Let me read this comment before we continue. Eagle Fang said Trump had no excuse in the next 4 years. He has the courts, House, Senate, and presidency. Things will have to get done for our future. That's my take. Where? Where, Eagle Fan? Where? You got to
Well,
explain that to me. Where?
he does have everything right now. He's
Yeah,
got
but
the
what? But how? But how?
What do you mean how? People voted for it.
Yeah, they vote for it, but they think they're gonna get a certain day. That's out. Again, I'm talking. I'm talking about Trump. And I'm not. And again, it's not nothing taken away from the Democrats because the Democrat is.
to
I
his
killed. I already
credit,
did.
to his credit, he's the only one that came into office and left broker than when he started. Everybody else got richer.
I don't see that. I ain't got to.
No, I'm talking about all the presidents that have been in there. Kamala ain't broke. Her husband ain't broke.
But
Obama,
but Trump was never broke either. So
right? Yeah, I mean, nobody's broke in this scenario. They all left with more money than when they started. Significant more money. Why do people follow Nancy Pelosi's trading?
That's a good question. You know
It's
why,
a club
right?
that we ain't in.
Why, right?
it's
Can you tell me why?
yeah, I just said it because it's a club and we ain't in it. It's a matter of
And plus, she's a woman.
I mean, that could play into it.
That does play into it sometimes.
That could absolutely play into it.
Yo, she's a woman. You don't. So now we talk about feminists now.
Oh
But that
fuck,
feminist plays a role too. And I'm not just saying that as a man. I'm just
man, they are crying their eyes out right now. They'll be all right. They think they lost some kind of right that I don't even know um where. Women have not lost anything, in my
Mm.
opinion.
Wow. Now I know it comes from you. I'm just saying that ain't that. I mean, I ain't even say why because you always been that way anyway. So, but how many? But ain't that many women talk like you, Kel?
Well, in my opinion, it's just me, but how does it pay off to be a damn feminist? I mean, do what you do. That's up to you. This is America, right? But t- sorry, not sorry. That ain't my thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even like. I can't even wrap my head around it. So it ain't for me. Like all these women shaving their head and gonna wear blue bracelets and swearing off sex. They're not giving no. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares. So what? They'll be all right.
You know, my mother when my mother was living, she used to tell me this that son, baby son, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a time that you have to stand up. You stand up as a man, right too, but you have to really stand up as a man. Because the way how this country is, you're gonna be hated. They hate men already, but it's gonna be more. And I remember she told me that back in the 80s. That I already seen it anyway.
And
But
hey, that I hear you. And me being a parent of a son, right? I don't have any daughters. Maybe I'm a bit biased. You know, that could be
but
it too.
yeah, but I think that it is that I told as parents, so I'm not a parent, but but I would say this is the parent. Just says that you want to talk about tell your daughter about these men. You better sit down with your sons and tell them about these women.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
better, you better,
You think I
you
haven't?
better.
My son is
Listen,
27 with no kids.
I'm in a freaking relationship. I'm in a loving relationship for going on 2.5 years. But so I'm saying, what I'm saying right now, you better have a conversation with your sons. You better.
Yeah, I wish I would let my son fall for the okey doke. That ain't happening.
There you go. But see, if you say that, right? Oh, you hate women. You don't understand. Well, she got a son. I would tell her Kelly got a son. She's a mother. She a woman. She see what's going on. But see,
I,
like again,
JT, man, my son just had a job, right? Worked there 8 months. He worked under two women. They were the worst women I could even imagine somebody working for.
wow.
I mean, straight up, see you next Tuesdays. No professionalism, talk to you crazy. Like, I, I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know how he made it that far.
Yeah.
Because I would have been said, fuck you and have a good day. You can have your fucking job. Because that's just the way that's probably a flaw I have, you know. But
But also,
they're
wow.
crazy, man. They're fucking
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
And also, you don't. We cannot leave out these simps, these men. They down with it too. You know, these jobs and all that. I'm like,
Well, yeah, I mean, I got opinions about that too, you know. Like you should be
simps,
in a
man.
certain you should be in a certain position before you even consider dating. Not just financially. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about mentally, spiritually. You know, like if you ain't got your shit together all the way, don't even consider it. Fall back. Wait, you know? That's
All
men
I'm saying,
and women.
all I'm just saying for me that people it's hard to be a woman and it's hard to be a man, a real one, because a lot of things is going against us.
It's
No
not
matter, no
really
matter.
hard to be a woman, though. I'm not even gonna give
I'm
women.
no, 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 no. Maybe I stated it right. Maybe I said it wrong. It's a challenge because they pushing stuff out there that go against feminine, and then also their stuff go against masculinity. And they are some sad thing about it out of humanity. I ain't gonna say I say they confuse people, but there are people that actually like, yeah, you cannot judge me. You shouldn't judge a person. No, 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 no. When it's going to come down to understand, and these are the same people talking about they pray to God in Jesus Christ, but at the same time, these stuff is, when we talking about is no good. When are we gonna stand up for that?
Well, look, the quote unquote misogyny, as they call it, stood up, right? This is what they say collectively. I would rather have that than a whole bunch of fruity shit. Just saying. And
I don't
I
want the
think,
mahogany shit either. I don't want that shit either. I
yeah,
don't want that.
yeah.
But I
So
get what you're saying. But I don't want.
I'd rather see the quote unquote toxic masculinity that they talk about, which I don't find to be toxic, than the fruity stuff all day, every day.
All right, explain why you don't call it toxic masculinity. Explain that.
Because men are supposed to be men. They act like we're going back to the Stone Age where men just get to hit women over the head and drag them in a cave. We ain't doing that. Women have all the rights in the world. You look, you
Ooh, ooh,
can
ooh.
you can take a case that's 30 years old and go and put it in a courtroom and say 30 years ago so and so did XYZ. Why the hell didn't you bring that up 30 years ago? And they can get a conviction off of that. That's bullshit.
You're right, Kelly. But we know each other for years. But again, Kelly, how many women like you willing to say that?
I got a
A
few on my
very
squad.
small
Yeah,
percentage.
I got a few on my squad that'll say it. But you're right. I'm not going to do it.
Very small percentage.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem. Because again, y'all and Kelly, I come from a time that my late mother's side and my late father's side, men hold men accountable, women hold women accountable. Men hold women accountable, women hold men accountable. That's the cloth I come from.
Yep. It's a different day.
Different day, right?
And why do these people need to request? We've literally had cat litter boxes in our schools for children that wanted to identify as a cat. In what world does this happen in? And now, because they didn't get their way, they want mental health days and they need counseling and they're ready to jump off of buildings. Come on, man.
There's even animal rights get more rights than human beings.
Yeah, I can't even front, that's probably the whiteness in me shining. I love my damn animals more than most humans I come in contact with. But that all boils down to loyalty, and you don't see a lot of that this day and age. It's hard to find. If it's the one thing I can count on my dog to be, loyal, he ain't gonna disappoint me. And if he does do something silly, right, minor, he's gonna feel so bad about that. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to find that in humans anymore.
I get what you're saying, but I'm a human being. You gonna tell me that I'm supposed to bark? I'm supposed to belittle
No,
myself as an animal?
no, no.
But that's how this country is. You got even relationships or even marriages talking about if you do not like my animals. I put it like this: do animal has a place in God's eyes? Yes, they do. Granted, yes, they do. I believe it. Yes, they do. But I'm just saying that their rights is better than mine. Really?
Well, I don't know how far that goes, but people put a lot of money behind animals, and we got PETA, we got all that stuff, but I don't think they should come before humans. There is a hierarchy here, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. That's going on too. You got people sleep with animals. They have
That's
sex with animals.
Yeah, that's nutty, man. It's big problems mentally across the country for sure.
And this is the thing about it. People are mentally. You go, come on. That means what's wrong? I mean, but see, what goes more worse than that, you violate an animal to live the way that they want to. They want to,
Well,
and
I
this
mean,
was
there's lines with it, right? It was a dude here that just got caught with like 50 dead dogs in his house. Some of them were in trash bags, and then when they asked him, "Why did you have them?"
well, you have it right.
And he's like, "Well, I couldn't afford to feed them." Well, why wouldn't you take them
Give
to a
them.
shelter? Why wouldn't you get rid of them?
Give it to somebody that wants to take him.
Yeah, so you have to have some type of, control with that, right? Because you can't do that, bro. You just can't have 50 dogs dead in your house and not be accountable for it. Sorry, not
Just like
sorry.
yeah, but before we get back to the topic, I gotta bring this up. In New York, it was a couple that had animals was having sex with were having sex with them, and there was people were telling them for years when you going to get them, when you gonna get them.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Then all of a sudden, when they
Yeah,
find out, oh, we didn't know what's going on, they've been telling you for years.
that's wild, man.
Now that's why like I appreciate on both sides of my family, my late mother side, my late mother, my late father side. When they had doors, there ain't no doors, no cats, they ain't gonna come in no bed. No, you better not. Especially my late grandmother. Oh, we ain't gonna play. So no, you're not.
A lot of
I'm
people were
never.
like that, though. My grandparents had a farm. Domestic animals couldn't come in the house. They just couldn't. They were out, they had
People
them for
should.
reasons.
Yeah, they ain't
So
play that.
cats and dogs didn't come in. But I will say, with the dog and the ideology behind it, everybody's different, right? Some people go for it, some don't. But in my mind, the dog is the first line of defense. He has a purpose,
Yeah.
you know? He's just not in here to be cute and cuddly, and no, he has a job.
Mm-hmm. And that's
So,
how my grandmother raised him too.
yeah.
Even down south with my late father's side, I don't. Well, I remember when no cats. I mean, cat come in the house and they be in the bed, but the come in and they had their own bed out, in the maybe living room or a little place in the corner. But I never seen them go in and go in the bedroom, in the bathroom, All the time, even dogs. But when they tend to protect, I'm talking the dogs. When it comes to protect, they protect.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was never. Oh, I said I remember used to talk. No, no. They have. Listen, I remember my uncle Ray used to tell me. He told me this when I was 10. He said, "Understand this. Yo," I said, "They have a place in life that's like you have a place in life as a human being. Human beings and sleep in the bed. They got their own. They got their own. Cause my uncle he had 3 dogs. He built houses for them and cats. He built a little something outside in case they need to do something.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
know, but they know the deal because they trained them.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
got people out here, they jumping in the bed. Oh, it's all right. That's understanding. I'm like, but see, when you say something like that, oh, you hate dogs and you hate this and that. There was no. But I told my both sides of the family, they was not having that. No, is
No,
you
and it,
crazy?
yeah, it's, everybody is different. You know what I mean? People can do what they want in their household, clearly within reason. You can't be doing no crazy shit. You're gonna go to jail. That's why we have laws, right? But yeah, I mean, people have preference, and I would say that like you said, when it came to marriage, all them things need to be talked about because they are deal breakers for people.
It is, and
Now,
then like that's what right. It is, yeah.
somebody in the chat said they're already getting rid of books. They tell the total history of America.
What books you talking about, George? Because the books that they talk about America, they ain't really telling the truth. So what's the difference?
Yeah, and
I
pick your.
appreciate what you're saying, Big G.
I'd like to know which books they're getting
There
rid
are
of.
some. There are some. I mean, let me say there are some, but it's hard to find.
I know that Trump has said that any school who pushes, you know, rainbow, got to deal with that, will get no federal funding. I don't disagree. That's not a school issue.
Say that again. I want people to get what we're saying.
Trump said that any school that wants federal funding cannot be on board with the trans, pushing that on kids and blah, 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 blah. It being talked about, period. I don't disagree. I don't feel like K through 5 should have a book telling them how to masturbate with other boys. That's inappropriate. That, if your kid is going through issues like that, that's for the parent to deal with, not the school. My opinion.
And
You know,
I'm not saying that is wrong. But we
California
talking
is
about,
getting out of
but
hand.
we talking about America. We talking about people are fickle minded. There are people say they know right and wrong, but they don't. And you got some of them that say it's all about common sense, right, Sister Kelly? But a lot of them don't want. They don't want. They don't want.
Yeah, common sense isn't so common anymore.
It's not. And that's the thing about it. It's got, oh, but you got under. All right, but why you know that it's not good, but you still pray. But that they gotta live their life and stuff, and I hear that. Oh, they gotta live their life. You gonna discriminate or judge? What do you mean judge? You mad because do my late parents they made me becoming a man? And you mean I cannot acknowledge what God had give my parents, to
Nobody.
make me?
Let me ask you this. Do you give a shit about what anybody does in their bedroom? Do you care who's sleeping with who? I don't care who's doing what. It doesn't bother me. But who said that this is something that needs to be talked about at school? K 5?
Let's go one thing better. There are some states talked about that in pre-K.
Yeah, that's insanity to me.
That's it. But you still got grown people in this country. They are friends of they right. So that means that they run an Olympics.
That's another thing. They're going crazy with that. Trump said, we ain't doing that. Men ain't playing in women's sports. No, that's over. Like, I mean, it's these, little things that are important. I wouldn't call them little, but they're important things that people voted on. Like, man, what are we doing? In California, they're trying to make it to where if you don't, they can, first of all, they can keep it private from you if your child goes to them and tells them that they're considering another whatever, right? Secondly, they can take your kid from you if you don't agree. What the hell is that?
Right.
Like they're getting out of hand. But
But Kelly, you know what they say? You know what grown people say?
what are they saying?
They have the right to think that way. We shouldn't judge them. But who's the parent and who's the grown up?
Right, like the parent doesn't have any more rights. That's the problem. Like you're not entitled to um you know put put your child in the right direction. It's weird. I can't even, again, that's another thing, but watch out because plenty of people have been talking about Newsom, right? Newsom will be somebody that's going to ring bells for a lot of people going forward. The governor out in California, Gavin
Yeah.
Newsom. Yeah.
Yes.
And he's with all that kooky shit.
Yeah. So that means like I go traveling, right? And I'm sitting against a man that practice feminine, and he trying to hit on me, right? And I'm saying, listen, I don't go that way. But he keep on pushing it, but I have to defend myself and I get locked up.
Probably. Depending on where you're at.
That's true.
Location is going to play a role in that for sure.
You don't have no right to hit him because he's a girl. No, he's not.
Yeah, I know that
Where's your where? So I'm saying, what time are we on?
well, I think that's going to become a little bit more clear in the near future, hopefully. But I got to get going. I got to get ready for work. I
Thank you, thank you. Don't
Yeah,
be a stranger now.
no, for sure. Thanks for letting me on. Have a great day
So,
and take care.
yeah, and also I want you to. You got my email, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Reach out to me. Reach out to me soon. So we got to continue this because it's very important. Because that's what I want to push for. Like towards the end of this year, next year. I think the on the key is that we gotta have more women like you to be on the panel because I think that will help out the conversation more.
Okay, I'll reach out to you then in the email. We'll talk.
Definitely, thank you. But get there
Okay.
safe, okay?
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Thank you.
You do the same. Thank you. Anytime. My pleasure. Anytime. That's Sister Callie. She been rolled me throughout the years and everything. She was like day one and everything. And everything I said, I mean, like, you have a little in it, but most of the stuff, she's right. You know? Because there is some out there that they don't want men to be men, and they don't want women to be women. So at the end of the day, who's gonna be the grown up? Because I was coming up, hey, I know my parents was grown up. My aunt and my uncle was grown ups. My two of my grandfathers I lost while I was grown ups. Aunts, grown ups. I was little. And they steered me in the right way. So, I mean, what happened to that? I'm just saying, you know. So, we're gonna so I'm trying to stay a little long as I can. If not, I'm gonna get off in a few. Anybody that wants to come up, y'all can come up. No, but but it's real sad. How things had turned out. Um, it's real sad. So the way how both parties is manipulating people, both parties are manipulating people. So now we gotta concentrate. Almost a month and a half from now, the Democrat Party ain't gonna be they ain't gonna be nowhere no more in charge. So now, um, you got all Republicans. Well, there are still people saying that the House is still up for grabs. I see some news here and there, and it's still up for grabs. They up for grabs. That anyway for the Democrat Party, that is good. Y'all better at least get the House. And all if it's not like that, like I say for a while ago, you better concentrate on the 2026 midterms. If y'all want to put a dent in the Senate and the House, but it's real sad that there are human beings in this country. They let this election get in the way, and they love each other because they go by what they saying and stuff. I even hear some people in mainstream media, oh, he ain't gonna come to that, he or she ain't gonna come to my house because they this and that and everything. At the end of the day, why? Even though they know the history, okay, that's true. They even know the history. But for me, it's like So, but for me, I will stay away from that and everything because that's just so I'm saying so. But anybody can hear me? Press one, please. So my thing is just that it's really is. I mean, it's sad because you got family was together and you asking them if you don't vote this way, we ain't gonna be together and stuff like that. And then you got other family members. Oh, you gotta vote this way, and you vote whatever you want, do you want, but just make sure that you educational to explain why you voted like that. That's it. So hopefully we get like one or two more um to come. But it is sad. It really is. It's really sad. It really is. It really is. So anybody can hear me, press one. But thanks for Sister Kelly um to come up to the panel, and even the ones in the chat that engage in this conversation. Thank y'all so much. Very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. You know? Really is. Yep. So again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. Again, thank y'all for participating. This is the Republican will be in charge all branches of government 2025. It really is. So, mm. But we have to understand it's a process. And but again, we got to understand what America is. America has shown herself time after time after time again, and we still don't get it. As for me, as African descent in this country, it'd be very dumb, be very how what's where I'm going to use. It's very silly of me to not know what's going on. Talking about the history. I can't do this and act like I don't know what's going on. Can't do it. I gotta see for what it is. I gotta see for this country what it is. It is not just the number one grinder. Oh, you telling your truth. You don't know. Well, no, I'm just saying, connect the dots, know what this country represents. I mean, it's in public. Throughout hundreds of years, now it's in, you can Google it. You can go to the library and find out. They even had clippings. So I have to understand that this is what it is. You got some women do not want to be women, men do not want to be men, and then there are women that wants to be men, and there's men are women. Yeah, hold on, y'all. So we have to understand that. So we got to understand, like Kelly said, America has spoken. You got to deal with it. So hold on for 1 second, fam. Hold on. So I'm back. Yeah. Now Buzz, he put in the chat that the Democrats is like they in the Civil War, and okay, no, Walter ain't fought like that in the past. I'm back. Bad take here, so I'm back. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of policy. It's gonna be changing. Um, people could talk all they want to about the Constitution. That's gonna be attacked, and definitely it's gonna be a civil war. And there's gonna be some people. Now I'm talking about our people that some are gonna like to change. Now you vote for your interests, fine, no problem with that. But understand this: both parties has never done anything for us as a people. So so you want to vote for your interests? Go right ahead. Union jobs and other federal jobs and all that. Sorry, federal jobs. That's gonna be under attack. State jobs gonna be under attack. City jobs gonna be under attack. Private sector, some private sector, some public sector gonna be under attack. Believe that? Hmm. Social programs gonna be under attack. Now it's gonna be, oh, you take that for Democrat. No, no. Hey, she got Aquafina. I ain't seen her in a while. Hey, how you doing?
I've been here. I might not been dropping in the chat. I've been here.
Oh, cut off.
Can you
Cut, yeah, cut off. Yeah.
hold on? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
but
I've
but
been
you got
here.
but you
I'm
but
just
you
saying I haven't been dropping down in the chat because I've been
yeah,
busy.
but what you got in the background? I hear echo.
You still hear it?
Let me talk. I still hear it.
Hold on. Let me drop down. I'll be back.
Okay. So, hmm, so you better understand that. Like I used to take my walks, check the community and stuff. I got had second thoughts about that. Where I'm at, where I live at, and everything, the cops okay. You know, the most majority of them they okay. But it's always like few like wants to show up. So, and I always said that traveling groups or like me, I travel myself. I gotta take extra safety precaution. Better do that more now. Hold on for 1 second, please, y'all. We got Aquafina.
How it sound now?
Hello?
How do it sound now?
It sound good, but I still see an
Do
echo.
you
Do you?
you hold on?
You might have like another device open for you to undo. She had to just to cut that device off, and she hear that sometimes like that. Sometimes just don't connect. Sometimes I'm telling you, technology is so funny. Sometimes y'all, it's crazy. So funny sometimes, but I'm be here like in a few minutes. And I'm gonna cut it short. Cut it out. So, so hello.
How it sound now?
Okay.
Do you still hear the echo?
Yeah. Let me ask you. Do you have how many devices that you have open?
I don't got nothing on but my computer.
I just come with echo.
And I ain't gonna lie, I do have two fans in my room. I got one pointing one direction, and I got another fan pointing the other direction.
Oh.
But that's it. I don't got nothing else on.
Okay. Hey, that's all right. We working. How you been doing?
All right, I was on sheep and I saw you on there too. I didn't drop down,
Oh man,
but
that's what she.
I was yeah. But I seen you on sheep a couple of I don't know what day it was, but I didn't drop down either because I was like I be listening laying down about this time because I should be asleep because I just got off of work this morning. My son had court today, so
Oh, hi, turn up.
they dropped his bond to 5,000 for him to walk. So we're trying to come up with that money. But in the meantime, between time, I'm gonna have to talk to HR and see if I could borrow out my 401 because I got
Oh,
over
what
sixty
happened? If you
thousand.
don't mind asking.
So he was at work, and a lot of people think, you know what I'm saying. What I don't be understanding is they pass these ridiculous ass laws. You let these people come up in there and steal, and they don't supposed to do nothing about it. But they, in the meantime, between time, they getting disrespected. So my son told him he couldn't, and my son was at work. So my son carried his pistol. He has a pistol. It's registered and everything in his name. So what he did was, um, um, dude showed him a pistol. Dude said he was coming back. So my son was like, you know what I'm saying, just he was afraid for his life. So what he did was he, you know what I'm saying, shot that dude. But the thing was his back was turned and he, got in the car. But my son didn't care. Like he was really afraid that he was coming back. So
Is the guy
Is the
dead
guy
or?
dead or?
he ain't even get hit. And he's
Okay.
wanted.
Oh wow. Sorry to hear about
He's
that.
wanted. Yeah, he's wanted as well. So what my son did was he called the police on himself, and they told him exactly what to do on the 911 operator, and he did what he's supposed to do. So my thing is like he's pleaded not guilty, but they got the footage of him chasing down the car. But my thing is like regardless of I just feel like I see it all the time underrated like these clerks be getting, you know what I'm saying, getting unalive because they trying to work a job, try to make some good money, you know what I'm saying, and then they get unalive because you tell them they can't do something or they do something they aren't supposed to do or they want to come and rob the convenience store. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? When dude said he was coming back, my son was like my ain't nobody want to be unalive by somebody after they say that. You don't know if it's true or not. You don't know if that person coming back or not. Then to just find out he got hella felonies, he might have. Now I'm thinking like he might have came back. Like I don't see how nobody's seeing it that way. Nobody's seeing that my son is working out of a 24-hour gas station and he's working overnight. And he called the police on himself. So I'm not understanding how y'all not trying to look at that part. How many
Right.
black African American boys do that?
Yeah, some do that,
Yeah,
but they
some
don't.
do
They
that,
don't,
but
they don't keep it in
they don't
count.
keep it in count.
Right. And like he did what they told him he had to do. And my thing is, I don't even. I'm getting to the point like he shouldn't even lose his gun license. But in the meantime, between time, I feel like he needs to take a couple of classes because my son has. I ain't gonna lie, he does have a short temper. We acting like when it comes down to you pissing us off, but I don't have a short temper like he does. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is they looking at when they looking at the camera, they looking at the man, getting him back in his car. But my son didn't see it like that. You know what I'm saying? He's seeing it like, oh, he's gonna come back. So let me let him know I got something too because he showed him his pistol.
Right.
But in the camera you can't see it. And I know my
Right.
son is not lying about the pistol part. But he didn't tell me he ran after the car and shot at it. That's something totally different.
Right.
Yeah,
That's sad that you
that's
have to
sad
go
that
through
you
it
have
with
to go
family.
through it with family.
Well, I definitely
Man,
would pray
I
for you and
definitely
the
would pray for
family.
you and the
Definitely.
family, definitely.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm
Well,
saying? We just trying our best to get him out now.
yeah.
But I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I gotta talk to my HR in the morning, and I'm gonna text send an email and see can I borrow from my 401 because if I can, I'm gonna borrow. I ain't gonna lie. I know I want to borrow 6,000 on my 401. This is my first time ever having this. I worked fast food all my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know how it works. You know what I'm saying? But they just send me my report every month and I'm like 60 to 70,000 into my 401. So
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to see if I can borrow like six. I don't
Hmm.
care if I could borrow 10, something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
something to get
just
your
I
son
just want
out.
to get my right. I want to get my son out. He don't belong there. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Do you read the title?
What you mean?
Title of the slide.
Oh, the title, the Republicans. Yeah, I read that a while back.
Yeah, what you doing? What you think about it?
The Republicans. My daughter voted for Donald. She told me she did. I never even talked about it. We supposed to talk about it on my page, but it's just a lot going on in my head, so I end up going to sleep.
No,
So
no,
I
that's
never, you
understandable.
know what I'm
Listen.
saying,
You're a mother. You're
rescheduled
thinking
that
about
title.
your.
Which
Listen, you're getting your son out. Ask you another time. No problem. No, see, so, but I just talked about that a little
okay,
bit.
okay. So we talking about the Republicans and they really taking over all the branches right now, right?
Yep, and after January
Because
20.
they hold the Congress and everything, and I think that.
Well, there are some people. There are some people saying that the House is still in state, but there are some people saying that
I
they do
mean,
want
this
the
is
House
my
too.
thing. But some people fail to realize too, because they, Republican, that they still might not feel the way you feel on some, you know what I'm saying, some bills. It is what it is. But how do you feel? Let me ask you a question, underrated.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out why did we become Democrats when we was always Republicans when we was able to vote.
All I can say this much that there are some voted conservative, there are some voted progressive.
Uh huh.
We always um vote for our interests, but throughout the decade, I said they said 60 years, but I said plus. Our people always voted for Democrat.
And my grandma said the same thing, but my grandma told me when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Because my grandma has been gone since 2012. She had passed away. No, 2011 she been passed away. Um, but she the one who taught me that we was Republicans first. And I ended up started doing my research and I noticed we were. My thing is, how did we get Democrat?
Well, I guess we got Democrat. The way we waiting the country treat us, and they the ones signed the vote registration bill and other
But that's
bills.
crazy because if you think about it, like President Lincoln, right? Shout out to President Lincoln. He was born and raised in Illinois. Whoop whoop. But anyway, he was a Republican. He's the one
Right.
who demolished slavery.
Well, understand that. Yeah, you right. Beside, and I'm gonna say the Democrats too. They had not reached out for our interests in the past,
Yeah.
and so both parties, so now have you seen this election? America has been spoken. See the map, and most of the rural America voted for Trump.
So I asked my daughter why did she vote for Donald Trump, which I love my kids. Whoever they vote for, I don't have a problem with it. I just
Right.
want to know why. Even you know what I'm saying. Even when I was you know teaching my kids, when I gave them a whooping, I just didn't give them one. I let them know why they was getting a whooping. if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So when I talked to my daughter, she said I voted on Donald Trump because I know what he's. I know who he is. He don't have a problem with, letting people know who he is. And you might don't agree with it, but at least he's telling the truth. I can't even be mad at her for that. That's what we want. I mean, especially us black people, because we want people who gonna sit here and tell the truth. Stop
Well,
acting like. Let me ask you a question. If, and I said this in somebody else's chat, if Obama ran, would you have voted for her?
voting for who?
Michelle Obama.
No, but I voted for independent.
See, and that's crazy because my daughter said she voted for independent too. Not this year, but last year. And I said, the last election. I said, why? She said, because I didn't like nail one of them, so I picked Big Bird. I put Big Bird on mine. I said, you're stupid. You're stupid. Because my daughter, she's 33. And she's really into the politics shit. So I'm starting to get into it. I ain't gonna lie, underrated. I really want to. I feel like, and if you coming from New York, you know how this is. When you have book smarts and street smarts, I don't give a care what nobody say. You undefeatable. I'm sorry.
I
I don't care
appreciate
what
you
nobody
saying that
says.
because there's people think that you gotta have degrees and be smart and everything. But if you know the history, see, I could talk about Trump because I was born and raised in New York.
Right.
I know how his pattern is. So that's why I ain't going for no Trump.
I ain't
There's
trying to be
people.
funny. Did you watch SNL? This was. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a year. David Chappelle was on there. He had hosted. Do you watch this? Saturday Night Live.
No, I didn't have it watch in a while. But I know what he said about Trump.
Facts. Did you hear him not say? Well, if y'all changed the number, then I would have never got that tax break when I filed for basic. Like I love what I love about Chappelle. Chappelle, he's such a. I call him a comedian. But in the meantime, between time, he's one of those. He's a political comedian as well.
Yeah,
So
like
when
I
he
said,
had brought up, I'm sorry, my
no,
bad.
I understand what you're saying.
No, what you was about to say, underrated.
No, I agree with what he's saying, but again, I'm going by the history of Trump. Me,
Hmm.
born and raised in New York, I know Trump. He's no good, and so for me, I'm not gonna vote for anybody that's no good. How he treat how he really feel about our people, how he treated us back in the '70s, the way he talked about the Central Park jogger case. They should get the death penalty back in 1989,
And they didn't
and,
do it. Okay, let's go. Let's go, underrated. You're right.
and then
Let me
also
tell
and
you something.
also
Underrated. I love New York. I have never. I used to come out there all the time because my grandma, she still got
shout out
sisters
to
out
you.
there. They stay in New York. Like I love New York. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh huh.
I almost was raised in New York, so my mom was getting into hella trouble out in Chicago. My grandma told me she she made me and my mom get on a plane to go stay with one of her sisters in New York. Her dad had got shot in the head. I was 4 months in 1978. I was 4 months because I was born in March of that year.
Right.
She had to come back to Chicago, and that's the only reason I wasn't born in New York. And like
Yeah.
I love New York. Like Rakim is my favorite rapper. And they say, why? I said, because if you ever hear Rakim's music, even his last album, I think it came out in 95 or 96, it was called the Letter R. He
Yeah,
never cursed in his shit. Like, I love Rakim. I love AZ. I love Nas. I don't get. I understand what I'm starting to learn about Jay Z, but I still love his music.
you
I
care about
can
Jay
really.
Z.
Care about Jay Z. You know what? Underrated. Don't make me find you.
Care
Okay.
about Jay Z. Even if we born,
Let me. And then
we gonna
I'm
like
a go
look.
get a hammer
I'm a
and
Nas
I'm
fan.
gonna
I
hurt
love
your
Nas.
pinky toe. Look, I'm gonna hurt
I
your
love
pinky.
Nas.
I'm gonna find me a little hammer and I'm gonna hurt your pinky toe. Don't do it.
I
Don't you?
love
No, I'm just
Nas.
fucking.
I'm a Nas fan. I like culture. You know, I like Prince. You know,
I always
but
liked
it's
them.
but it's
No,
appreciated
but
because
I ain't
people.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When DJ Khaled brought them together for that sorry, I ain't gonna lie. That is one of my cuts. I'm
I
not
hear
gonna
you.
lie. I love that song. That's one of my songs. I mean, I got that on my playlist. I play that music a lot of times when I'm going to just to get my head together because I know what I have to deal with overnight. You know what I'm saying? Where I work at. So I want to be in the best mood I can be when I get there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, Honorary Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. This is the Republicans will be in charge, all branches of government, 2025. Sister Kelly was up there. Thank you so much for coming there. Now we got Aquafina, BBW. We're gonna be here a few minutes. Then I'm gonna get off and everything. We probably supposed to press two hours, over 2 hours now. Sorry, I was supposed to get on 1:35, but I got like 14 minutes later. I had a little technical difficulties I had to fix, so I apologize for that. But we made it up for it and everything. But I want to thank y'all, to stick around and stuff. All George Paid, Eagle fan, Eagle Fang, thanks for coming. Mine's get off the way wherever I get off. I got it. Jason Allen, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Brother CER, thanks for coming. Who else? Alice Haran, he the one that came first. Thank y'all to make this live what it is. I appreciate that. Thank you. So we're gonna wait for Aquafina to come back.
I'm sorry. Hold on, underrated. I'm talking to one of my coworkers real quick.
Make sure she get her few stuff to get out. Then we'll close it out in a few minutes. Let's start. But I feel that we should have this conversation often. December. This month is almost over. Almost 2.5 weeks from now. Then November be over. Then you go hit December, and that's it for 2024, 2025. Donald Trump. I call him an Irish Crush 45, Irish Crush 47. Be sworn in, and so we gotta have the conversations. So we got to understand that we have to engage and make sure that we separate politics from everyday life. That is very important. Make sure that our marriage is intact. Make sure our relationship is intact, and make sure our family is intact. And we got to understand that also a lie ahead is going to be it's going to be quite a few people that are going to be toxic. It's going to be a lot of misinformed stuff. Going to be people going to be in their feelings, emotional and stuff. And we have to guard against that. We have to understand that too. You got to understand there's going to be quite a few people going to be depressed over these over decisions, even the decisions in the past of the presidency. People in the men and women in Senate in the past, men and women in the House. There's quite a few people that that suffered. Rightfully so. Their job, other stuff. 401k plan, Social Security, aside business and stuff. So, still our people still getting discriminated or getting loans for our business and schooling and that's something to really think about. People have these are real matters that they have to deal with. Because there are some people in high office, some men and some women, they figure that their interests should be pushed out. Not everybody else in this country. And I'm talking about both parties. So we have to understand that. We better understand loud and clear. Yeah, we still Democrats still have the office, but that's gonna be within a month and a half from now. Within a little over a month, I mean. So we gotta understand Trump already picking his cabinet. So we gotta find find out that Elon Musk, the one in charge of the X Twitter, he gonna be head of government spending. No, he had no experience in it, so that's something to think about. That's something. So we better do our due diligence to educate the ones that we around. I know people say, hey, it's all about the money. Yeah, it's true. It's all about the money. That's true. But there's a lot more than that. Maybe you all have, you're gonna make some money and you benefit, but guaranteed there are some family members ain't gonna be benefit the same way you do. You gotta think about that. We gotta think about that too. So we gotta understand that other factors comes into it. Now, had the Biden administration had done a good job? No, they haven't. They haven't. So we got to understand too that both of these parties got a long way to go. Okay, and like again, follow the map. What it says, rural America has spoken, and most of them. And I'm not saying that they are no there are no Latino, there are no black, there are no Chinese living rural America. I'm not saying it don't, because it does, but mostly whites live in rural America, and they have spoken, and they had letting them know, despite how my husband feels, I'm voting with him. I'm keeping the family, like Kelly. I'm keeping the family together, and there are other people who feel the same way. And we talking about people do not want to have no parts of other parts, have no parts of America. Especially I'm talking about us as African descent. But y'all, some of your Latinos, y'all gonna find out the hard way. Y'all gonna find out the hard way. Believe that. Hold on, fam. Hold on. Sorry about that, family. Spam calls crazy. But it's real. It's real. It's really like something. So pay attention to condition a person in. And I know there are some of us that live with family members that they feel they have the safety net and all that and everything. You better think again. You better think again. One's like me, like live by myself. Yeah, y'all better think again too. And the ones live by themselves feel sorry. They got scramble. So there's gonna be some people that went for Trump. Some people like looks like us went for Trump. Oh, you doing scary tactics. You talking? I ain't talking scary. I'm just saying like this that these conversations have to be more diverse. It should not be just one way. And I said the same thing too about Democrats. The conversations got to be more diverse. It cannot be one way. So I'm fair with mine. So see Diggy, what's going on, fam?
I'm good. How you been, man?
I'm okay.
Mm. Oh, by the way, you know what today is, right?
Your birthday?
Oh no. My birthday was 2 months ago.
Okay.
November
What today?
13th. November 13th, 2004. The Wu lost one of the most prominent members of the group, Old Dirt McGirt.
Oh, dirty.
He passed away. Today's
Right.
the 20th anniversary of his passing.
Today.
Duh.
Oh, Dirty.
Hey,
Brooklyn Fool. Oh, man.
Soon
Yeah.
unique. I'm the one man army A Soon. I can't be took it out.
Brooklyn.
I got
Brooklyn.
MCs took
That's
it out.
hometown. That's
Brooklyn
hometown
too.
right there. That's hometown.
Bed-Stuy. He was from
Ah,
Bed-Stuy.
yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's home. Brooklyn, hometown. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I understand.
The
Yeah,
Brooklyn
man.
Zoo.
That old dirty, man. Yeah. What a talent,
Oh
man.
man.
Everybody think he's
He
stupid. Not dumb. He's
but
very intelligent.
come on, man. There were no dumb 5%ers. When it came to the
Right.
5%ers, there weren't no dummies in that
No,
game.
no, no, I know we know that, but we got to put it
Okay.
out to let people know because they don't know that like we know.
Yeah, that's true. For real, for real.
They
You
don't.
gotta go back to like 2000, 2022, when Bus dropped his album. You know, Extension Level Event 2. He talked when he was on the Drink Champs. He had to defend ODB's memory. He explained to him, "Yo, ODB was my brother," like he said, because he said when it came to the lessons and the building sessions we had,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
there was nobody swifter with the knowledge and the science like Old Dirty. And he
Yeah.
said, like, a lot of people thought he was crazy when you should replace the word crazy with calculated, because a smart nigga, excuse my French when I say, but a smart nigga can
Mm-hmm.
pretend to be crazy, but a dumb
Mm-hmm.
nigga cannot pretend to be a smart ass nigga. And you got too many dumb motherfuckers trying to act like they know it all, and they're gonna catch a fist in the mouth. They're gonna catch a punch in the mouth for the troubles for it. But some people, unfortunately, they learned the hard way because a lot of them got hard heads and soft asses.
They ain't lying about that shit. Yeah.
Uh, and unfortunately, there's also some skinny cats out there. And as somebody who's kind of skinny myself, I'll tell you, some of them are hard headed, but they got bony asses. So they gonna learn extra hard. They gotta learn everything extra hard.
Yeah.
But
Got
it
it.
is what it
Yeah.
is.
It is what
But
it is,
man,
man. You called me in a good time. You called me good because I was getting ready to cut it off. I get ready to cut this off, and I'm glad you doing old dirty, man. Because I totally yeah. I know it's this month, but I
it was
forgot the
this month.
date. And yeah, man,
Mhm.
2004, man. That was what a loss for hip hop.
It was a weird time
Yeah.
in hip hop because it was a lot of changes. People were going through some metamorphosis and whatnot. You saw you saw cats just making changes. Because '03, because everybody was like because with because given what happened in '03 when everybody was on 50 Cent and everything, right?
Yeah.
'03 when Buster didn't do anything. He took some time off
Right.
because he was going through his thing. After he dropped the Genesis, he wanted to take some time off. He had to work out some things. Meth put out the prequel. I remember reading the Source magazine, and you saw um, Ghostface was working on his joint. There were cats who had dropped albums in '03. They were trying to make it big, but a lot of people were so focused on their own thing. Oh, also, Redman was going through some issues with Def Jam because remember Def Jam was coming under new leadership
Yeah.
under Jay-Z, if you remember.
Right.
And there were some things that were said. There were things that needed to be sorted out. And you
And I
also
think
saw
he ended
like
up leaving too. I think he was not the only one ended up leaving Def Jam too when they went on the new leadership at that time.
oh, a lot of cats were going through change. A lot of people were
Laughed. They
leaving.
laughed. Yeah.
A lot of people left. A lot of people stayed. But he went independent. Because remember he dropped two independent albums with Gilla House, which was a smart move.
Smart.
Um,
Very smart move. Yeah.
Smart move. But I remember like a lot of new acts were also trying to make their way into the game because I remember like the game came out.
Yeah.
Who else came out in '04? It was just a weird change because remember Lil Wayne was coming up as well. Was trying to
Yeah.
strike out on his own. Hip hop was like
Mhm.
'04 was pretty. It was pretty chill, but you wait till '05. That's when things started to make the shift.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Dirty, but Dirty, he was just like he ends up dying and nobody knew about it. Some of the members didn't believe it. They're like, no, man, can't possibly. And then
Yeah.
everybody's pretty devastated when at the funeral and such. RZA,
Yeah, I
he
know. Yeah, the way it went down was crazy. Was effed up, man. It was effed up, man.
his death.
I
Hmm.
ain't care. I ain't like how it went down because a lot of people they could have
Yeah.
say something they didn't want to say nothing. And to this day, I told as me being New Yorker and especially from
Uh-huh.
Brooklyn, I
Uh-huh.
felt that. I ain't
I
like that.
remember. I
I
remember. I
felt it.
remember. I remember. I was checking out like there was this reality show they were producing, and Redman was on it,
Yeah.
and they talked about on the one particular episode they went to bed, I believe it was, and
Hmm.
Redman was affected because he found out while they were shooting that ODB passed, and they mentioned that in that particular episode. So you saw him just give his little tribute in that reality show. It was one of those shows with
Yeah, because
MTV.
he was, cause a lot of people know he was rocking with Wu Tang. He was not part of the group, but
No,
he was with Wu Tang. He was close to Wu Tang throughout the years.
yeah. Def Squad was, I mean, Def Squad in general and everybody, they were affiliated. They
Right.
had
And
pretty
a
tight
lot of
with,
them hung out together, right.
oh man,
So
Keith
it's gonna
Murray,
hit them different.
Eric Sermon, I'm sure he was working in studios with RZA from time
Yeah.
to time. Come on, man.
Oh yo,
Come on now.
do me a favor. Go to
Yeah.
Willie D, go to Willie D's podcast. Eric Sermon was talking about hip hop then and hip hop now. You will love it. Go check it
Hmm.
out. He was dropping some gems, yo.
I will check it. I will check it out. I will
He
check
was
that out.
dropping
But
some gems,
yeah.
like you was like, yeah, you right.
Hopefully, yeah. But here's the thing. Hopefully, I'm sure they were sober when they were doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, nothing against Nori and everybody, but Nore. Nori are from
No, I'm
Drink
not
Champs.
talking
There's a
about
reason it's
Nori. No,
called
no, I ain't
Drink
talking
Champs.
about Nori. Not
No, no,
Nori.
no. That's what I'm saying.
No,
No, I'm just
I don't know.
comparing
I don't know
podcasts.
about Drink Champs, but I'm talking about going to Willie D.
I will check it
Eric
out.
Sermon, yo, he was dropping some gems that you go
He was
like,
dropping the
yeah,
gems. Oh, I'm going like
yeah.
that because
Not
I've
drink
checked
champs.
out.
No, he was talking to a drink champs.
He was
He
on Drink
was
Champs as
too.
well.
I watched it. All right, I did watch. He did talk some truth, but nah. But go to Willie
Yeah.
D.
I will check
Eric
out Willie
Sermon,
D. I,
go that.
Eric
Go
Sermon.
yeah. You
Hey,
yeah.
I was just bumping. I was just like checking. I was like listening to like some ODB release what earlier today. One track I remember was like because people forget Busta and Old Dirty. They had a couple tracks together. Like
Yeah.
Busta featured Old Dirty on the remix to Wuha Got You All in Check. There was a cut there was a record they did, but it wasn't featured in the Big Bang album, but it was released as a separate single called "Where's Your Money." I got that on my iPod, and I bumped that from time to time. Good joint. But he was also featured on that album. I also I was like also listening to like a remix of Shimmy Shimmy All that had MC8 and E40. I love
Mm.
that remix because it was a good. No, the beat was good, and then the way they were just like just having fun, just jump at that joint. That joint just will get you all hyped, and you just jam into it.
Mhm.
I mean, the original Shimmy Shimmy All was good. It was meant for what it was meant to be. In the video and everything. But the uh the Studio Ton remix with MC8 and E40, that was something
Mhm.
else. That was something else. But hey, Old Dirty was like, everybody forgets. Old Dirty was the first cat that Mariah Carey, did a collaboration with.
Yeah.
I mean, even Buster said it, like, she saw something in him and realized I F's with it. I'm a F with this cat. I'm a mess with this cat. This cat is cool. This dude is on something. And he's got some good shit. And he's got some good shit. I mean, no
Yeah.
offense to Diddy, who produced the remix and everything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, come on.
I don't care
Just,
about it. I never really care about it anyway. So that
hey, just be
I just
glad just be glad in the remix video you didn't have to see Diddy dancing. It was just
right.
old dirty, just having fun in the park, and Mariah
Yeah.
having fun on the roller coaster. They just couldn't
Yeah.
trust him with her in the same car. They couldn't have them together. Unfortunately, everybody was like, "Well, we got to protect her from this nigga. This nigga too out there." These guys they were scared.
Yeah, exactly. But you could tell that Mariah had fun with the late great ODB though.
She had a lot of fun with him, but
A
just
lot of
everybody was
fun
scared
with
because
you.
everybody
That
forget
was that was genuine love right there. You know what I mean?
that was genuine love. But Dirty had game. That's why they had to protect her
Dirty
from
had
him.
yeah. I
Dirty
think
had
Dirty.
them
I
things.
think yeah. I think Dirty hit that on the low. Mariah Carey ain't gonna never say nothing. Mariah Carey said, "Yeah, all these kids. Yeah, all these kids. I can't get with you, but I think old Dirty hit down the road.
Shimmy,
I think old
shimmy,
Dirty.
y'all, baby. You know how he was.
Yeah, exactly. You
Oh,
know what I
baby, I
mean?
like it raw.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
raw.
baby.
She said, no. She said, you can get this, but you can't get this raw. No. Mm-mm. You gotta get some of
No,
this. You
no.
can't get this raw. Yeah,
No. They had to get the Trojan. They had to get the Trojan. They had to get the Trojan.
gotta get the Trojan. Yeah, bro. But
Oh,
thanks for thanks for the information. I'm getting ready to close this out.
baby.
Make your
Yeah, for
last
sure.
remarks, please.
Brother, I just want to say RP to Old Dirty. And
Yeah,
like
man. Yeah.
Eric and like Russell Simmons says, God bless and stay safe and hope you guys get home safely. One love to one y'all. Represent and much love to y'all. Appreciate you, brother. Stay safe.
Thank you. Hold up. We're gonna dedicate this live to the late great ODB.
Oh yeah.
We got that. We gotta do that. We gotta do that. So we're gonna
You
dedicate
gotta
this
do
live
it.
for the great ODB. Makes 20 years he's passed away, and may his memory live on.
Shouts out to his to the queen, his queen Isoline and his three kids,
Isolate
especially Young
all of them,
Dirty.
yes. To everybody, all his family, Wu-Tang, all that. What a loss,
Mm-hmm.
man. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what a talent. What a
It's
talent,
on
you
unique.
know. And I'm saying for me, especially for me, born and raised in Brooklyn too, it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. But
It
we got to
hurts,
push
but
on for ODB, you know. So shout out to ODB. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
thank you. Appreciate you, man. Love you.
Love you too.
All right.
Peace.
One.
One. All right. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. Been over 2 hours and 23 minutes and 30 some seconds. And I think we got a thing. I don't know it's gonna be a part two to this, but well, we got, like I said, we gotta have more conversations like this we was talking about in the past. And again, we dedicate this live to the late great ODB. Today makes 20 years he passed. You know, but we got another storm we gotta deal with, y'all. Got another storm we gotta deal with. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. Believe that. And shout out to the miss and everything. And you have a blessed one. Have a blessed one. And make sure, watch out for the crazies out there. Watch out for the crazies. Travel smart if you're in the group. Also, like me, I travel myself. Beside them, if I don't be with the miss, I travel myself. But you know, let's do the right thing. All right. Let's keep the conversation together so we can stay as a family together. All right. Good afternoon. Good night. This one is go. See y'all next time. Ghost. Peace.